So you're not ready to buy yet. We hear that every single week inside the store as well as in our virtual appointments. Today I really wanted to dive in and unpack what that actually means, because most families aren't saying no, they're just saying not right now. So the first thing that people often are worried about is this the right time? So a lot of times people are waiting for their senior year or after they get their varsity letter. For whatever the reason, they're trying to time it perfectly. Maybe for senior photos, something like that. They're trying to time it just perfectly. Well, the perfect time is earlier. The earlier, the better. These do take 8 weeks in production time. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about ordering a jacket. Don't wait till the last minute. I don't want you to be disappointed. And let's be honest, the sticker shock is sometimes a lot to take in. So people get a little overwhelmed by the cost of the jackets, but they don't realize actually what's going into these jackets. They're super high quality. The craftsmanship is second to none, and everything is done right here in the store. They are handmade one at a time. These aren't produced in a mass production. These are individually crafted. So keep that in mind. The cost really does reflect the craftsmanship that's going into this. Also, this isn't a pair of jeans that you're buying, once a year or once every 6 months. This is a once in a lifetime purchase. So the value really has to be connected to that once in a lifetime purchase. Sometimes everyone that's involved in the purchasing of this jacket just isn't on the same page. Sometimes mom is ready, but the student's unsure, or dad needs to think about it. So it's really important that before you decide to purchase this jacket, that everybody involved is on the same page, that everyone's ready to pull the trigger on this big purchase, and be involved with the purchasing. It's a great experience, and the whole family should be involved. A lot of times people are overwhelmed by just the choices that have to be made in regards to buying the jacket. You're overwhelmed by color choices, sizing options, fonts, patches, all those good things. Kids often want these jackets to be individual, but they also don't want them to be so different than their friends. So they get a little overwhelmed by just picking the options. But keep in mind, our design staff, we do this every single day, multiple times a day. We know how to walk you through that process, and we promise it'll be easy. Sometimes it is about the price, the financing, can we afford it? Are we waiting for a bonus? Are you waiting for a tax return? Are you waiting for birthday money? Sometimes these things do come into play when you're deciding on if now's the right time to purchase a jacket. We do want to make sure that everybody understands that we do have a 90-day payment plan option. It is a $100 non-refundable option, but it gets your foot in the door and lets you start making payments so we can get that jacket ordered today. So now it comes down really to, why should you choose us? First of all, we take our time with the students. Each jacket is individually done one-on-one with your family and our design team. We really take the time to walk you through these purchases. Yes, of course, there's some online options where you can just click and buy. But let's be honest, there's a little bit of risk in that. You don't have the personal attention. You don't have somebody that you can call and talk to if something goes wrong. We really make sure that all of our customers, whether it's virtually or in person, that you end up with that personal relationship with one of our staff members, and you won't hesitate to call if you're concerned about something or you have a question. And let's be honest, sometimes kids change their minds, but you'll always have a direct line of communication to one of our salespeople to make those changes happen. It's a big deal. Buying a jacket online, something like this, that's personal. We tell your kid's story. Buying it online with no personal connection is a little bit of a risk. And you want to make sure that you're really buying this jacket when your kid's actually making the memories, not after the fact, not when it's just convenient. You need to buy it when we're in the middle of their high school journey. That's when it's going to be the most impactful and the most meaningful to you and your student. If you're not ready to buy yet, that's okay. Just get yourself informed and don't miss those moments that really matter. Once you decide that you're ready to purchase, hop online, book with us. We're so excited to work with you. Most families that aren't ready, they're just one conversation away from feeling really confident.